Secret Agent Slipper. G'day, it's Secret Agent Slipper, back to give you the lowdown on what's going on here in Australia. That's right, Australia, the home of the kangaroo and didgeridoo. We've got an opera house and a giant big rock right in the centre of Australia called Uluru, or Ayers Rock if you're from the old school. Since my last report was more of an introduction, I thought I'd get stuck into some of the more juicy stuff now. That's right, when things get sticky in your slipper, you need to watch out. I've been watching a lot of Australian politicians lately, and when I do what I do, you can be sure I'll do it. And I had my eyes on the slippers of our Prime Ministeress, Julia Gillard. No, not mallard, that's a duck. Different bird, this one's got red hair. Now I reckon she's still got a fling left in her yet, but she's still hooked up with her hairdresser pet that she has. Now I don't know if he tends to her every hair, but I'm sure he has a crack at it every now and then. Some hairdressers have been known to be very funny too. But he always looks fairly serious, so I'm not sure what to make of that one yet. Naturally, having red hair, as she does, always reveals a trust worry from the olden day superstitions. Can you really trust a redhead, one has to ask? Well, if you were Kevin Rudd, the former booted out Prime Minister, I'm sure he'd say he'd rather trust the fact that pigs might fly one day, rather than trust her again. He's probably still healing from those deep knife wounds that were stuck into his back. Yeah, there's no real mates in politics. It's every man or woman for themselves. These politicians have skin as thick as whale blubber. Then we have our bike-riding, budgie smuggler, Tony Abbott. Now there's a man that really knows what he wants to do. He's got a great idea of sending all the refugee boats back to Indonesia so they don't end up here in Australia. Well, if he does that, we won't have any more refugees at all. Problem solved. Well, that sounds like a plan for him, but I think he's too scared to let the Indonesians know about it yet. So he'll only be able to do that at night, perhaps for now. When no one's watching, that is. I'm sure when he starts sending the boats back to those Indonesians, they'll be really happy to take them all off his hands. Now while he's at it, I reckon he could load some extra people on those boats. Maybe stick some of our dole bludgers on there, and even throw in a Greens politician. Those Indonesians will be more than happy to look after them. It's cheaper to live over there, so it won't cost us as much. Even if we have to throw in a few bucks, we'll still be cheaper out. We can give them a 3+1 bonus. 2 refugees, 1 dole bludger, and 1 Greens politician. Let's face it, they all do bugger all here anyway. Now I reckon if we take in 1 Indonesian worker in exchange for these 4, we'll be laughing and we'll get the best end of the deal. Listening to Tony Abbott makes a lot of sense to him, because he's pretty sure of himself knowing that those Indonesians will be just happy to stand there and take all those boats back. It only makes sense that we stack as many people on those boats as we can, seeing he reckons they'll be happy to do it. Well, he's the man with all the solutions regarding the boat people. Enough of those poor boat people for now. I have to talk about some other serious issues. One of that controversial man called Peter Slipper. Yes, he is a politician, and although I walk amongst the walking dead, he's not related to me at all. I may grace the feet of a secret politician from time to time, but I assume different covers underfoot all the time. I slip my way into their lives and disappear after I get what I want. You know, exactly what the politicians do on a daily basis. But I'm not Peter Slipper, and he's a more left slipper, and I'm the right slipper. I've never been a left slipper, and it's not my way at all. People always feel comfortable around slippers, and most of the time there's a level of trust there that no one can ever get close to. I hear people's most inner secrets, the bedroom talk, the secret affairs, and the list goes on. People that feel comfortable with their slippers take them everywhere, because we have earned their trust. This is how I became Secret Agent Slipper in the first place. I'm the man that could get into the lives of all those secretive people. I see the underwear come on, and I see the underwear come off, even quicker sometimes. And it's not always with the people that you think either. But I'm no snitch, so that's all the secret agent stuff. Well, it's time for me to go again to my next report. Secret Agent Slipper.